What's good? This Made Media Magazine. This video right here is about Chicago rapper Lil Durk. But first, I need everybody to please hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to my channel, This Made Media Magazine. Now, shout out to Trenches News Swiper, man. Like I said, he been keeping everybody updated on the Lil Durk murder for hire trial, every step of the way. And, he just dropped another video. And, from what he's saying, man, that Lil Durk filed a motion to sever his case. Now, since the beginning of the case, Swiper been giving him advice, as far as severing this case. Now, OTF Vonni put a stay away order, on Trenches News while he in the feds fighting for his life, which is crazy. He did, the OTF, they doing all that, but at the same time, they taking the good advice that Swiper giving them because, like Swiper said, man, this Drew feeling dude, man, he might not be as good as everybody's saying he is, we just gonna have to sit back and wait and, see what happens. Lil Durk against it all, he got, numerous witnesses that's gonna testify against him. That's part of his OTF are affiliated with them. And if you ask me, unless some old miracle happened, I don't think, Lil Durk might not make it out of this situation. He got too many people against him, but then again, a lot of the witnesses against him, is also facing life themselves. So, I don't know how it works in the feds like that, if their testimony is valid, even though they felons and, fighting for their life, and probably will say anything or throw anybody under the bus they can for their freedom, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, all I can say is, man, this is another case of somebody that have a blessing, as far as being a multi-millionaire, had the music on lock and everything, man. I'm a Lil Durk fan myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm upset at that all this stuff happening. But yeah, man, we just gotta sit back and see. I'm not the type of blogger that sit back and say, hey, free Lil Durk and all that, man. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say free nobody. If they out here, putting people to sleep, man, I don't know, man. I just like the music. But yeah, that's the latest, man. Like I tell everybody, man, if you want to stay up on everything Lil Durk, everything Chicago, tap in with Trenches News, your #1 news source, man. You know what I'm saying? Also tap in with NC, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow NC, she out there in Chicago dropping dope content, and everything like that. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Please hit that like, share this video, subscribe. If you ain't subscribed to my channel, This Made Media Magazine. Shout out to Trenches News. Make sure you get the hottest book out right now, How I Survived Chicago Drill, directly from Swiper on IG or Nene Marie 37. If you get it directly from them, you get an autographed copy. You also get on Amazon.com. But make sure you get the hottest book out right now, Trenches News, How I Survived Chicago Drill. Shout out to the Mod Squad. I'm out.
Support me. Make sure you go ahead, Nene Marie 37 in her inbox if you want a signed copy of my book, man.